how much I love that Michael Bean had like a bit part on there and how his career went to go skyrocket after that. But his question is for Lorenzo. I love your whole career from Renegade to Falcon Crest and everything you've done. How was going from Greece to the rest of your career? I know it's a long list, but I think you're a great actor and you should have gotten definitely a lot more opportunities, brother.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Grease was the beginning, was the first motion picture, first movie.
Yeah.
I started getting recognized in the car. Which is fun. You're at a stoplight, some guy you don't know looks over at you and goes, "Hey," it's like, wow, okay, you probably saw Grease. No, it was a great launching pad. I got an agent after that movie, and then I ended up getting a leading role in a very small independent picture called Takedown, which was the first PG release by Disney under the Buena Vista umbrella. So yeah, it was an auspicious beginning. I didn't have the role of Tom originally, so to be able to get the role and to be seen in this huge movie that generations after generations still enjoy.
Tell them that story. Who was cast?
No, it's a long story.
No, it's a long story.
We got time.
I was discreet enough not to ask.
Yeah, no.
I'm kidding. So I love the death. I kid.
But everybody starts.
Maybe they want to know the story. We can't talk about it. No, this kind of was the.
All right, I'll do the abbreviated
Hello.
version. So my mom was a very famous movie star. Her name was Arlene Dahl, and Mom invited me to escort her to the Academy Awards in March of 1977. And after the Academy Awards ceremony, there's an event called the Governor's Ball, where everybody sits down at tables, they serve a wonderful meal, and my mom and I were sitting kitty corner to Alan Carr, our producer. And Shirley Eder, a publicist at the time, was a friend of my mom's, and she came over to our table and she said, "Arlene, you have to introduce Lorenzo to Alan Carr. He's producing the musical Grease for Paramount." So Mom and I get up, we walk over to Alan Carr's table. It's the first time I meet anybody in show business. I'm 9 months out of military school. And Alan Carr says, "Oh, Miss Dahl, you were absolutely gorgeous," which she was. And he recognized her right away. And my mom, like moms do, pushed me in front of her, and she goes, "Alan, I want you to meet my son Lorenzo. He's going to be a big star." I just wanted to die right there. I just wanted to crawl under the table and disappear. But 2 months later, Alan Carr reached out to me somehow, I think through Shirley, and he wanted to meet with me at the studio at Paramount. And at the time, Stephen Ford had been cast as Tom, Gerald Ford, President Ford's son.
He couldn't dance.
And the part became available, and Alan remembered meeting me at the Academy Awards at the Governor's Ball, and he said, "Well, we've cast everybody with speaking lines. There's no parts left other than the part of Tom, our football player, who gets scenes with Olivia Newton-John." I said, "Sign me up." Sign me up. I had all of Olivia's albums. I was a huge crush of mine. So that was it.
And what color was your hair at the time?
Well, it was dark. So Alan in the office said, "Would you mind, changing your hair color?" And I just, "Which one?" I would have changed it into a rainbow color to do scenes with Olivia. So yeah, that's how I ended up with blonde or light hair.
Awesome.
What happened to Stephen Ford?
He went on to work. He was a working actor for many years. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't think he did any more musicals.
And here we go.
Yeah, can each one describe what Hollywood was like back in the 70s when you were working on it?
Hollywood in the 70s. Well, a lot of cocaine.
You used to, I don't know what it's like with you guys, but you used to go to MGM to audition. You used to go to NBC. You used to go to 20th Century Fox and Paramount. You used to go into the lot and
it's all done by video.
It's all video.
Self-taped videos.
Self-tapes. You know what a
The
self-tape is?
pandemic probably pushed that. Pandemic probably pushed that too.
Even before that, you know, there was a day back in the 60s, let's say, when we would audition for commercials. We would walk in, you had a casting director. The casting director is hired by the producer. And they say, here's the script, or here, whatever, it's a commercial, whatever. You guys read the script, break it down, see how many characters and what the qualities, the values of the characters are. And then you guys reach out to the talent agents, set up appointments, and then bring those people in. And when you've chosen those people, then you'll bring them to us, the producers, for us to give the final okay. So back in the day, it was all live. You would go into a room and there'd be a tribunal of people there.
They all look like you.
Yeah, exactly. And you were playing, it was something very wonderful about it because it was live. You couldn't fast forward or reverse. You know, you were there and you showed your wares. Then videotape came in. Videotape, VHS. And at that point, the casting director puts all that together, and maybe they didn't like you, and they don't show that then to the bigs, if you will. And then a talent agent might have, maybe they reach out to 3 talent or 4 talent agents. Maybe they have 5 or 6 people, so maybe there are 20 or 30 people competing. Well, now it's all digital, and you show up on a screen with a tiny thumbnail of your headshot. And it's much more difficult now because the competition, they say you only compete against yourself, but there are a lot of people that are up for roles. And instead of 3 or 4 agents, it's the entire community of agents that will, because they get their breakdowns now, the breakdowns of the piece, the product, the show, on the computer. In the old days, it was all done by mail. And then we take our 8x10s and put them in envelopes and send them out to the talent agents. That would take a couple of days. But now it's instantaneous. And they ask us now at home to take our video cameras in a landscape, not like this, but like this, and set it up, and they send us the dialogue. And you buy a blue screen or a green screen that you put up behind you, and you've got a nice ring light. And you have somebody, your wife, my wife in this case, to read the opposite. Or you record it and leave space for yourself to say the lines. And because it has become like that, you have been so removed in that with the process.
And you don't have a personal, like when you're with a group, I mean, you're looking at people. So when you go into a room and the director's sitting there, or the casting director, or somebody else, and you click. You know, and
Play the room.
Yeah, and you get the work.
And I want to say, you know, that, so our experience obviously was much more in the music world and live performance world. But, you know, I did start out doing a lot of things, music directing things, acting things, you know, even before I did Shut Up. So I was able to avoid this entire process by creating a character and then playing that character for 55 years, right? And I can't even begin to tell you the level of respect that I have for these people who have gone through this process over and over and over and over and over again to get the next job. This is one of the hardest things, I think, in the world to do, to live through. It's basically reactive. You know, you spend a lot of your time waiting for your agent to call you because it's hard to, you know, even in the music business, it's easier to put on a show, to create a show, than it is for an actor to create a show.
The job is getting the job.
The job is getting the job. The job is getting the job. So the level of respect that you should have, because I have it, I know exactly how, you know, the difference in having been able to not go through this for my entire life. And everybody deserves a big bunch of kudos and a round of applause for living
Lorenzo, have you taken it into your own hands and produced your own things? Have you figured a way to
No,
do that?
I don't have the ability. I'm not a writer. I've directed, but you know, again, the director has to in this process now as an older actor. In many ways, it's more appealing because I can play different roles now. I don't always have to play, the action guy or the heartthrob. There's a lot more characters that I could play. But yeah, it's self-tape now. I just did a self-tape for that series Dark Wind. Didn't get it, but casting director commented, I got back word that they liked my self-tape a lot and they'll keep me in mind for future. And that's all you can hope for as an actor, is that you make some sort of an impact so that your tape just doesn't go into the bin, that you make some sort of an impression that they'll remember. But yeah, it's an actor's best job is the one that he just booked.
Lorenzo, did you ever play a villain in your career? I remember you playing a lot of heroes and
Yeah,
romantic.
Those are fun characters.
Yeah, that's what I hear every actor says to deep into those.
You guys have Tubi, which is a platform like Netflix, but it's free. I'm in a movie now on Tubi called Prepare to Die, where I play a gangster. Not East Coast guy. He's a horrible person that kills people for their property so he can build meth labs.
Oh, wow.
And in the beginning of the movie, my character kills this young kid's parents, because they won't sell me their property. And the kid gets a slow boat to China, as they say, trains with a kung fu guy, and then comes back 10 years later to avenge his parents' death. So it's like Goodfellas meets Karate Kid. It's a very good movie for budget. It's not a studio picture, independent, but it's on Tubi. It's called Prepare to Die.
Wow,
And
thanks.
That character was a bad guy. You want him to die.
Thank you.
Prepare to Die on Tubi, right?
Yeah.
We have time for one more audience question, if anybody has one. All right,
Better be good. It better be a good question.
Here we go.
So, Randall, the end of the movie where the car is flying up in the air, what did you need?
We wanted to make sure that the audience knew that this was not a documentary.
The answer now that I have to give when everybody asks me, but
We started with the cartoon and we ended with them flying away. So we just trying to give you the idea that this is just fun,
Before we say goodbye to everybody, does anybody have anything they'd like to plug? Any websites, any upcoming projects, any charities,
well, we
anything?
can certainly plug John's new film. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's a film that he wrote, produced, and directed based on his novella called Propeller One-Way Night. Oh, did we talk about this?
Sure I did, yeah.
Propeller One-
However,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I have a book called Grease, the Director's Notebook, and you can get it on Amazon, the Kindle version. I think most of the books are sold out, but there's a Kindle version that tells all kinds of stories about all these guys.
I can tell you that all the old Shangri-La shows are coming back onto YouTube finally. 97 episodes will be there, 5 episodes are there now. The difficulty all this time has been what's called music clearance, because the rights to the songs, to the
Lady in the back.
I have a film called Naughty the Brothers, with Al Pacino, Anthony Hopkins, Jessica Alba, Andy Garcia. We're 98% finished shooting in Rome, and we have one little scene to go. I think it's going to be fantastic next year. Randall, I gave you some time ago. You should have hired me. Thank you so much. And just wanted to
What is your name?
I'm one of the producers of the magazine. Yeah.
Well, may I just say that his son, you got it, because it's terrific. His son Eli has created a very funny, wonderful musical called 44, the Obama musical. And it's a parody, it's a send-up. It has been here in the city at the Kirk Douglas Theater. They've been to New York. They just came out of Washington, D.C. Where else have they performed?
Philadelphia and Chicago twice.
And it is hysterical. I've seen it 4 times. I don't go to a play more than once. It's hysterical. It comes around this way again. It's a send-up. It's a parody.
It's a satire.
It's a satire.
It's very fun.
Very
It's
funny.
very fun. It's very funny. And if you think you're going to like it, this kind of thing, you probably will like it. The music is great. I will say that. I'm very proud. Go see 40
For the Obama.
Yeah,
It's only true.
Well, let's give our guests some more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We'll send you to, they'll send you to her.
We saw your brother, right? Same number here. I'll send it to you. It was. Wait, that was his. Oh, what's your number? I'll send it to you.